Who was Adams Oshiomhole before he became governor of Edo State? He was in the NLC as president and of course had national fame. But he was not linked to anywhere in Edo State. No business founded. No value given to the Edo people. People only knew he came from Auchi in Edo State. That was all. And then he was brought in to come and be governor. Suddenly, Oshiomhole doesn't deserve to be governor because he's been a Lagos boy all his life. Why are we this? Why are we this bad? Why are we shifting the goalpost? The same you that celebrates Oshiomhole and say he's the best governor ever thinks that Oshiomhole should not be governor because he came from Lagos. Deceive yourself. But you see, whether or not you try to but when you get back to your private, you know. I said that before. Who was Oshiomhole? How many times did he visit Edo? Which house did he own in Edo? Which business did he run? What was his value? A man has consistently for 16 years offered value to government to the point that we have an increased IGR, for example, in the state, and you say he is still not known to Edo people. He's still not known. He cannot speak his language. Keep that rubbish to yourself. And unfortunately, the same people that joined us to campaign for Mr. Peter Obi, who told us his story of how he has done everything he could do and was thriving in the commercial banking sector and industries, that he had an encounter with a few persons where he now learned that there was need for him to get into to help his state. And then he went on to the US for a program where he, again, I think it was John F. Kennedy School of Leadership, where he narrated how one of his lecturers gave him a picture of how bad the economy of Africa is and why the Naira is not being honored and why dollar was respected. These are the same pictures we are talking about. If a man has given, if this was a rule from time immemorial, I will understand. But you know why? Unfortunately, the people who either have selective amnesia or grossly ignorance will take this seat and run with it and put it on the street, and I'm laughing. Apart from Lucky Benejo in recent times, for example, in 1999, who was homeboy per se because, of course, his father, the Esama, has been relevant to the development of the state for a lot of years in many industries. Saremi Osubo, relatively unknown. Although he became a senator, was a professor of law, he was a Lagos boy as well. And then got into the Senate. From Senate, he tried to become governor. The court removed him. Oshiomhole, for example, did he have any link whatsoever? I didn't even know at the time that Oshiomhole was even from Edo State. Apart from the fact that when he got, and then at some point when the conversation of what he was doing in labor came up. So you are saying that now? No, again, let's keep to that. But he came to, you say he is the best governor ever. You say, I have a problem with that, but this is not the conversation. This is not the topic for that. He's the best governor ever. And then you say he is. But what was he in Edo State before he became governor? If somebody deserves something, keep your sentiment aside and give it to him. I'm only doing this video because a lot of you that are running with this fallacy, you are allowing correlations to determine the conversations. Whereas if somebody wants to, it's unfortunate though. He is not from, he doesn't know he's a Lagos boy. Excuse me. So as I am now, born and bred in Edo State, in Benin, relocated to find economic and social balance somewhere, put my ass together, raise a team of professionals, come back to being another 20-25 years and say, I want to get into leadership space. Somebody say, I am not homeboy enough. That's wrong. And people are running with it because that is, you know, when they can no longer man or smear your personality, they look for the most feeble, the most irrelevant of things to hold on to. It's okay for you to say, you don't have to support my candidate and campaign for him the way I do. It's okay to choose your style, to choose whatever you want to do, but keep the lies away. If the person has got a solution, give it to him. After all, you said Oshiomhole brought soccer to the system. Well, who was Oshiomhole before then? Till date I ask, which business does Oshiomhole have in Edo State? Which business? Which company is employing labor in this state? What has he done? Before he became governor, where did he build a factory? So what was all this? Asoni Godalo can even compete against Oshiomhole's relevance before both of them become governor. So why are we doing all this useful? Let's say, like I said, the personality of Asoni Godalo reminds me of who Peter Obi is. Grown in his own personal space, grown in his own career to the highest of heights, and thought it's time to give back to the people whether or not he lived a few years in Benin, there are a lot of these people that lived in Benin that has produced nothing for the Beninese. A lot of people, so not be Benin where all of us, and all of una get sense. So now because say you don't dey Benin now for how many years, don't fit comot. It means say when I want to become governor, they'll come vote against me. You get sense? Is your life making progress? Have you been able to put your life together? Do you think it's easy to break into the career to the highest of levels? What could they tell ourselves the truth? Put other biases forward. Let's discuss it, but leave this one aside. Excuse me.